Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. How about them Cowboys? Just crushing Philly in all three facets today. And at AT&T, unbelievable performance. Sunday night football, everything's at stake for the Cowboys in the division race as well as proceeding in the NFC. And they come out there and obliterate Philly 33-13. They are now tied, with Philly and San Francisco, top of the NFC with a 10-3 record. And I want to break down this game and really talk about the performance right off the bat. I want to give a shout out to Mike McCarthy for setting the tone, having the appendectomy this week, and then all the surgical procedure and being ready to coach and call plays and be on the sideline and put on for his team tonight in a primetime spot, set the tone. I was concerned with, hey, not having a play caller for parts of the week and all these things. And it was not an issue at all. They came out, they took the ball, they came out and got seven right off the bat. You echoed that down to his captain, Dak Prescott, the main lieutenant, and the leadership that is shown at the line of scrimmage, both run and pass, taking advantage of the Philly defense when Philly's in too high. Hey, take what the defense gives you. Let's be patient. Let's kill them to death underneath. But Dallas, damn it, has been in attack mode. And Philly, y'all saw it today. We are aggressive throwing the football down the field when we get our opportunities, when we see certain things, when we get certain looks, certain advantages. And Dallas is being rewarded for those things. When you think about even when we're not coming down with the football, pass interference opportunities, and just making the defense back up so we can have those opportunities to run underneath. It's why Dak Prescott is an MVP candidate, not just an MVP candidate, but an MVP front runner at this point. This defense tonight, not allowing Philadelphia to score an offensive touchdown, you know, the the push is a non-issue tonight. Jalen Hurts is a non-issue tonight. Let's just be honest, right? He comes out their first possession. We force a fumble, setting the tone on defense. I mean, Stephon Gilmore, did had his hands full with a guy like a AJ Brown, but hey, hands on ball, staying physical, utilizing your technique. He comes up with a fumble. Later in the game, we have an opportunity where we get the ball out again on Devontae Smith when he's running down the middle of the field, which actually really sealed the game when we were up 3 scores. So just the toughness, starting with the head coach, all across the board. Our kicker, we didn't put our kicker in the most favorable positions tonight, guys. We didn't even play. We didn't play. We played hard. We played tough. We played in attack mode tonight. We didn't play our cleanest game. There was a lot of execution challenges that the Cowboys had tonight. But because we are constantly in that attack mindset, we're not trying to bleed clock. We're not trying to be conservative. We're not scared of Philly. They wanted to attack Philly. They had things they wanted to exploit, similar to the things that they honestly had opportunities at the Link in Philadelphia that they just didn't finish. They finished those things tonight and they blew this team out. Because when the Cowboys are attack minded, they are better than Philadelphia. And they proved that tonight. And it's all three phases. And you want to add the fourth phase in coaching, you can add that as well. Philadelphia was playing off their back foot from jump when they had to go, fake punts and all those types of things. Nick Sirianni knew he had to do whatever he needed to do to try to keep them from getting blown out, and they still got blown out. So when people run with that narrative about we only blow out bad teams or we only bludgeon bad teams, what is Philly? Y'all said y'all been waiting for it. They moved the goalpost last week with Seattle and said, we want to see them beat winning teams. We beat Seattle 6-5. Now they're 6-6. And I knew this was going to happen. We make them 6-6. Now they're 6-7. People they discount the Seattle win, even though Buffalo was also 6-5 when Philly beat them as well, around the same time. But hey, that got labeled as a gutsy win. But the good thing about a divisional opponent in Philadelphia, they can't run from us. They can't run from us. And today they got their ass whooped. They got that's why I said it's some good old fashioned get back. Some good old fashioned get back. So love to see it. Amazing performance overall, just in terms of beating up on Philly. A lot to clean up, right? We had a sack fumble where Zach Martin gets walked back and Dak Prescott doesn't protect the football, and we give up 6 points. Or else we're talking about holding them to field goals tonight, right? We actually had to punt today, which we haven't punted since Thanksgiving. People don't want to talk about these things. Dallas hits 30 points again tonight. Our kicker is on. I mentioned the kicker earlier, Brandon Aubrey. Aubrey is unbelievable. It's like the guy has like a golf swing for a kick, that like a very effortless golf swing that is just money every single time. I mean, it's incredible what he's done, and the stability we've had with the kicking game when you consider how shaky things were when we came into the playoffs last year, and what that does to the collective psyche of the team when things are that shaky. So, I mean, I give Aubrey all the credit in the world, and he's got a special leg. That's not just a. I don't think it's just like a hot streak. I mean, the guy kicks it from 60, and it's effortless. He's not even trying to drive. It's not like he's driving the ball super low or anything like that. I'm on here talking about kicking right now. That's how good this guy is. So 30 for 30. Shout out to Brandon Aubrey. Just complete G. Shout out to CD Lamb for being a real one on that rub route with Michael Gallup, where it looks like, I'm thinking, man, the flag's on the field. He probably, ran into dude. It's going to be a pass interference at the freaking 1 yard line. We don't have any timeouts. And CD, just high football IQ, does he does a spin move out of there and doesn't even touch the Eagles defender, and it's clean. And it's little stuff like that. It's selfless acts like that where you don't see those things in the stat sheet. But CD, how you play. Shout out to Brennan Marion with this quote: "How you play without the football is a reflection of how much you love your teammates." And that's exactly what we saw from CeeDee Lamb tonight in those instances. And knowing, hey, this Eagles team is going to try to take things away. But we now know, and because we have a rising star at tight end in Jake Ferguson, not just a good tight end, but a rising star. Travis Kelce talked about him last year on his podcast for a reason when he said to look out for 87 on the Cowboys, because when we were in 3rd and 6, and shout out to the Lando show because he tweeted this, and I peeped the same thing. After the fumble, the ensuing drive is 3rd and 6. That's when you're on your heels. It's like, damn, if we give up, go 3 and out, Philly scores. Now it's a 1-score game. But Philly sends heaters. Sean Desai, does a double A guy pressure similar to what Dan Quinn was doing to Jalen Hurts. And Dak Prescott, shout out to Dak, gets the ball out. He's getting hit on his arm while he's throwing, but he's going to 87. He knows he has man. He didn't miss 87 this time. A lot of people talked about him missing 87 in Philly. He didn't miss 87 this time. He hits Jake Ferguson and for a big play. And we have a guy that's not just a reliable. Dalton Schultz was really reliable. And that's why he's getting paid handsomely in Houston. Very reliable tight end. But we have a tight end that's a playmaker now. There's a difference. This guy can get me some yak. This guy, he knocked Blankenship out the game. I mean, he's violent. He's jumping over people. That's a wild boy, Jake Ferguson. And how that complements a CeeDee Lamb, how that complements a Tony Pollard, how that complements a B. Cooks and a Michael Gallup. This is a crew, and Dak Prescott's got these guys rolling. General Prescott has got these guys rolling. Again, shout out to just overall the whole team, man. I mean, the run game, not the sexiest run numbers, but if we go to the team stats, I mean, shoot, we still got what? Net over 138 yards rushing, 4.3 yards per carry. That's much better than what we did in Philadelphia. And I really feel as though our running offense is improving the last few weeks. I'm seeing a better burst from Tony Pollard, more physicality. I'm seeing a better usage of Rico Dowdle tonight. 16 attempts for Tony Pollard, 12 attempts for Rico Dowdle, and Dak Prescott still using his legs when need be. That's got to be the recipe, and I think that helps you in the red area and short yardage when you need to have those conversions as well. I want to touch on the defense though, going back over here real quick because Bland really didn't get tested tonight, but I was impressed just overall with the physicality and the tackling. The tackling was really, really key, especially on some of the heaters that Dan Quinn was sending. It was very imperative. He was putting it on guys like Curse, guys like Dono, guys even Gilmore at times, open field tackling, get your guy on the ground. Deron Bland was facing those situations where we know, hey, they might run a screen behind this. But with how we have it, with how aggressive and attack minded we are trying to be, and we have a mindset of we're going to try to punch the ball out, we're going to try to force turnovers. 3 forced fumbles tonight. Bell, Dono, Gilly, that's impressive. Probably Gilly's best game overall. I mean, Gilly's has been just a godsend of a signing for us as a veteran, but very impressive performance tonight from Stephon Gilmore against AJ Brown and at times against Devontae Smith. So I'm thrilled with the performance. When you hold a Jalen Hurts offense and these guys that are efficient running the ball, they still ran for over 100 yards, but a lot of those yards were empty calories. And holding Jalen Hurts and them to no touchdowns. Job well done, defense. Job freaking well done. I'm really happy and excited about this team. Look, we got Buffalo next week. And right now, Buffalo opens as a 1.5 point favorite. We got weather's going to be the talk of the thing and why that's a shift there. And honestly, Buffalo with what they present and what's in front of them in the AFC, they are a really tough team and a much better team than their record indicates, especially personnel wise. However, if we are going to remain attack minded and have this mentality and not be afraid to make mistakes, not afraid to turn the ball over, not afraid if we don't get a pick or whatever, we are staying in attack minded, led by our head coach Mike McCarthy, and I fear nobody. I fear nobody when we have this type of mindset because these are the hard knocks that they need to get their minds right for when they eventually have to go through the 49ers, because that's the real big bad right now, assuming that they maintain their health over there. That's who we'll have to go through. But these opportunities to beat up on Philly, to go to Buffalo and have an opportunity to play a really good quarterback, a really good team up there, that's starting to find their stride. That's what we're looking to see from our Dallas Cowboys. 10-3 tonight. How about them? Hit me in the comments with your thoughts on tonight's game. I am fired up for just what I've seen this season. It does feel different in terms of mentality. We've been a good football team under Mike McCarthy. As long as Dak Prescott's been healthy, we've been really, really good in the regular season. We have. But I'm seeing a different edge, different physicality, a different attack mindset, especially now that this is all Mike's. Everything is Mike's. So my game ball goes to him just for what, like I said off top, for what he overcame to just coach this team tonight. So really, really proud of the Cowboys. And Philly, you guys suck, man. You guys suck, Philly. I love to see Nick Sirianni and those birds over there just suffer. So, yep, guys, that was it. Hit me in the comments, like, share, subscribe, the whole bit. Appreciate y'all. How about? Peace.